Hello there, everyone. How you doing today? I hope you're all well. Today we're going into r/IDontWorkHereLady, where Karens and Kyles think that regular Joe Schmo people only exist to serve them. If you enjoy, like, subscribe, and leave a comment with your thoughts down below. Now, without further ado, let's get started, shall we? I just got fired. I never thought I would experience this in my lifetime. I'm a hard worker, extremely dependable and respectful. Not sure how I could lose a job like this, especially when I only just got it. So I work late, and just about every night for the last few weeks at least. I stop by Walmart to get something for dinner. I usually get off around midnight and stop by on my way home. Every time I'm at Walmart, barely anyone is there except for the night crew, stocking up the store and doing their own thing. Now, from what I have noticed, they don't have much of a uniform. Many of them are in hoodies or jackets of different colors, just to add some context. I showed up last night and I'm wearing a hoodie. I begin to walk up and down the aisles trying to figure out what I want for dinner. I'm thinking pasta and walk past a few guys who are loading the shelves. All of a sudden I start hearing this guy yelling. This voice gets louder. Hey! Hey! Are you listening? I turn to look and see what is going on as the guy approached me. You're late again. Don't think I haven't noticed you walking in the door after 12. I begin to laugh, thinking this guy's joking around. Before I can even say anything, he jumps on me. You think this is funny? Your job must not be important to you. I want you to follow me to the office. Now I'm completely confused and start looking around like I'm on some hidden camera show. He starts to walk off, and I turn around to go back to shopping. He comes back a minute later and starts to yell, You want to be fired? Because if you don't come with me now, I will fire you. I start to laugh even harder, and then ask him, What's my name? He gives me this puzzled look, so I asked him again, What's my name? Do you even know who I am? He looks at the other guys in the aisle, who have stopped stocking the shelves at this point to watch this event unfold. He then looks back at me, trying to figure out what exactly to say back, before his head explodes. Good luck filling the paperwork to fire me when you don't even know my name. I continue to laugh at this whole stupid charade. I pick up some ingredients for spaghetti, trying to give the guy a clue. He storms off, and I looked at the other guy in the aisle. I'm sure he'll figure it out eventually. I don't work here. They start laughing, and I go on. Can't believe I lost the job I just found out I had in the same night. Karen slapped and pushed me because I was ignoring her and not helping. I'm an 18-year-old male, born completely deaf and mute. Also, I am partially blind in my left eye. I live with my sister, a 28 female, who has been taking care of me since our parents died. Recently, she got married and went on her honeymoon, so I'm on my own for a few weeks. This happened yesterday. Usually, whenever I go out, I am accompanied by my sister due to my disability. But now, since she is on her honeymoon, I had to go out alone. This was a new supermarket opened in our area, and I needed some items, so I decided to go there and grab them. My bad for wearing a red-collared shirt, almost similar to the employees working there. But if you look closely, you could see that it was not the uniform. I was at the electronics section looking for some batteries, when I see an old man struggling to get some DVDs at the top shelf. Since I am tall, I helped him. He thanked me. I can do lip reading, and he went on his way. I then began looking for batteries, and that's when I felt one grab my left wrist. I turned around and a woman in her late 40s slapped me. She was speaking something, but I couldn't follow her lips as she spoke too fast. However, I was able to catch some words like you, ignore, job, etc. So I signed to her that I am deaf. Apparently this was a wrong move because she became more irate towards the signs. Again, she was yelling something, but I couldn't catch anything. So I took my notebook and started writing that I am deaf and mute. Before I could finish, she could grab my notebook and pen and threw them away. Then she slapped me again and pushed me to the ground. Luckily, by this time, a store employee came to see what the commotion was about. He saw me on the ground and helped me up. Then he asked me what happened. Before I can sign to him, Karen starts to yell at the employee. I don't know what she said, as she was not facing me. After she finished, I signed to the employee that I cannot hear or speak. Fortunately, he understood and explained this to the lady, but she is still not convinced. She tries to assault me once more, but I moved away. Then I wrote and showed the employee to call the cops on her. The employee nodded and called the cops. Karen tried to run away, but the security caught her. The police arrived in about 10 minutes. They first talked to an employee who explained the situation, about how Karen assaulted me because she mistook me for a store employee. One police officer comes and speaks to me. I understood that he wanted my version of events, so I wrote everything down and showed it to the officer. Then they went to check the CCTV footage. Then they came back and asked me if I wanted to press charges. I gladly said yes. Karen was then placed in handcuffs and given a free ride at the back of a police cruiser. The manager then explained to me that Karen thought I worked there, and she became angry that I ignored her. She had been standing on my left side, so obviously I couldn't see her. The store manager then offered me a 50% discount on the products. I texted my sister about the events that happened, and she was livid. Oh, did I mention my sister is a lawyer? She told me that she herself will be handling the case, and would see to it that Karen would get the maximum time. Court date is in around 40 days. I will update about it after courts. Edit. I noticed many were asking about masks. She was indeed wearing one, but during that encounter she had it on under her chin and not covering the nose or mouth. Also, lawyers in India can represent their family in court as long as they're not directly involved in it and the judge is not a relative to the lawyer. On to the next story. She wanted to speak to my manager, so I called the person who manages my life. This happened yesterday. I was in Canadian Tire. For all of you non-Canadians, it's like a mix between a Walmart and a Home Depot, a Bass Pro Shop and an auto shop. I was wearing jeans and an old red polo shirt. The employees there wear black pants and red polo, with a triangle and maple leaf logo on the chest. I was getting wipers for my car because mine aren't cleaning the rain off my window anymore. It's a riveting story. They have this touchscreen thing, and that's where you select the vehicle, and it tells you the specific sizes you need for each wiper and the brand. I was fiddling with the screen and going through the different sizes and makes of wipers and reading reviews on each one. I research everything before I buy it. It drives the wife crazy, to be honest. I hear someone behind me say, "Excuse me." I think she wants to use the screen to figure out what wiper to buy, so I move to the section that has the wiper brand I'm interested in and start looking for the size I need. My assumption was wrong. She followed me to where I was now poking through the very badly stocked wipers. From now on, I'll be me, and she'll be Douche Canoe, which I'll shorten to DC.
"Why did you walk away from me? That's very rude."
I didn't even know she was talking to me at this point, so I kept looking at wipers. It finally clicks that I'm the one she's talking to. So I stupidly turn to her face while gripping a 28-inch wiper like a toddler holds a crayon. Are you talking to me? Yeah, you. I need to know what size wiper to get for my Mercedes. And I say that's what the screen is for, as I gesture towards it with the wiper in my hand, and go back to searching for the second elusive 28-incher. You are terrible at your job. This isn't proper customer service, she said all huffily. I don't work here. I'm just going to go back to this now. I want to speak to your manager right now. This isn't how you treat customers. Ignoring me and refusing to help me. It's disgraceful. At this point, she kinda stomps off, but only a few aisles away. And the aisles in the automotive department aren't full height ones. They're like chest height, so you can see right across the whole department. She does a few laps of the aisles around where I am. She's looking all over the place for a manager, but not going far. So I don't think she doesn't lose sight of me. Still, I don't work here. So going to be hard to find that manager. And you're not listening to me. Okay. I say to her and trail off, as she's obviously not caring at all. I go back to my wipers, and while she's on her walk, I find my wiper and start to head towards the checkout. She chases me down and gets in front of me, trying to stop my escape before manager gets there. No! You're not allowed to leave until I speak to your manager about you. I've had about enough of this buffoon, so I pull out my phone and call my manager. I'm self-employed, so I call the one person in my life who could reasonably be called my manager. The wife, henceforth referred to as boss. I'll call her for you. You aren't going to be able to find her here. I put it on speakerphone so the crazy lady can hear. As the phone rings, she's giving me this superior smirk, like I'm about to get my ass chewed out. Hey, how's the trip going? She's on a business trip. Great. Been having some excellent meetings with the L3s, VIP level people. What's up? I said I'm picking up some wipers. And you're so jazzed about them you needed to call me in the middle of the day? DC is getting really frustrated at this point. I'm obviously not getting to the me getting fired part fast enough for her. Nope, got a lady here at Canadian Tire who wants to talk to my manager. I thought you were the closest thing to that. Want to talk to her? What the heck? Am I on speakerphone? Says my wife. Oh yeah, the crazy lady can hear you. How else is she supposed to talk to my manager? Say hi to the crazy lady. And DC is finally starting to realize that I don't have a store logo on my shirt, and that maybe I am not an employee. You're such a jackass. I'm sorry, ma'am, my husband's an idiot, but he doesn't work there. I start to laugh at this point. It's cool, hon. She seems kinda slow or something. She probably doesn't realize I'm laughing at her, I say through my laughter, while DC makes some kind of appalled noise from the back of her throat and stalks off. I manage to get my wipers and leave the store after without any further incident. My wife thinks I was mean to her. I say I was fighting stupidity with dumbassery. And that's the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed the stories I told for you. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, leave a comment with your thoughts down below, and check out my links in the description. Now, without further ado, I will see you all next time.